Hey y'all, you already know the intro and you already know who the head of my life is. I'm gonna make this video is not gonna be long, but there's two messages in what I'm about to say. And I'm just sitting here eating a bowl of berries with some Nate's raw, unfiltered honey, and I'm addicted, like super addicted. So I'm at my full-time job, the job that I work 7 in the morning. 7 at night to 7 in the morning, right? Monday through Thursday. The other job I just picked up is like 4 hours a day. So when I leave here, I'll go over there from 8, 8 to 12. So once I go home, I'll be able to sleep for the rest of the day, take a shower and go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. But I figure this is the first time I've ever worked 2 jobs. While I'm doing this, I want to eat a lot more healthier than I already was doing. Like, I really want to kind of stay light, make sure I'm drinking plenty of lemon water, and make sure I'm really staying on top of my eating game just so that I can feel good while I'm grinding right now, right? But this guy, I am the personal assistant to his wife. His wife has Alzheimer's and dementia. She is the sweetest lady. I call her Dandy because her spirit reminds me of a beautiful flower, right? But this is I'm almost 2 years here. And as I've been here, I was the type of person to where I used to be like, oh, he, ha, ha, over talking. I was the type of person that would tell all my business and, just oblivious. And what did the Lord tell me I was? He told me that he told me that I was naive, and he told me that I was gullible, is what the Lord had revealed to me one time, some years back, right? And so he also started speaking to me some years back about being quiet, being more quiet, letting people talk, making sure this hair ain't sticking up to piss me off when I watch it back, about being quiet, right? And so it's been almost 2 years that I've been working here, right? This is a white couple, this is a Jewish community, and or whatever race, religion. They're Jewish. And as I've been being quiet, I'm starting to hear, and I have been hearing some things that comes out of her husband's mouth and with the spiritual awakening that is absolutely disgusting. I'm still here because I really can't leave his wife. Like, I just can't, she's just so wonderful, and I have a bond with her, and we are just like locked in. That's my baby, and I don't know if I'll be able to be at peace if I was to leave, not knowing if somebody else would come in and take care of her the way that I take care of her. So I'm here, and I don't think I'm leaving. I believe I want to see it to the end, right? But as I've been being quiet, I'm listening to this man talk, and I'm hearing a lot of the things that he is saying. And here they watch the news every night, and well, I'm not from Dallas, but I live here in Dallas. And Nicole on the news, the black lady, I noticed that he always made comments about like black women. He always has something to say. And y'all know Nicole, if you don't know Nicole from the news here in Dallas, she always look freaking fire. She always look amazing. Like, her style is like, come on point. But every time he's here, he like, oh, she shouldn't be wearing that. Oh my goodness, like, that is not. Oh, just anybody black that look fire, anybody black that's just on point, anybody black that's rich, anybody black that got hella money. It's like he always got something negative to say. So as I'm quiet now, I'm peeping him, right? And so last week before I left, bear with me, y'all. Last week before I left, he tells me, you're different. I used to be, bubbly. Baby, ain't no more none of that. Like I said, I'm about to get stern with my video. I'm about to clap back and say what I want to say. And baby, it's about to be real different up in here. And they can thank the 3 narcissists that have come into my life. You're different. You're really quiet now. You don't really talk, and you don't say much these days, is what he says. And he asks me, is there something wrong with you? Is there something the matter? This honey is so thick And it's just so bomb. I'm obsessed. Is there something wrong with you? I said, yes. My spirit is extremely irritated, right? And so he goes to say, yeah, people today have gone mad. And I'm thinking in my head, yeah, and you're one of them, is what I thought in my head, right? So it brings us to tonight. We're watching the news, and I don't remember if it was a baseball team or a hockey team that changed their name from Indian to something else. And they were saying that they had to change the name because the Indians felt offended by the name, right? So they had to change the name from Indian something to something else, right? Because the Indians felt offended. And so I was like, everybody gets so offended, so offended about everything these days. But then as I thought about it, I was like, okay, I get it. That's just like in the LGBTQ2T what community? You know what I'm trying to say. They don't want to be called the Q word. That's just like a little person don't want to be called the M word. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like a black person don't want to be called the N word, or a white person don't want to be called the C word. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's offensive. And so I said, okay, yeah, I get it. And then he goes, well, yeah, you have to understand. What if they call me and then he says some word that I've never even heard of. I'm like, okay, I get it. So I left it alone. And then he goes, that's just like them calling you the N word. And he says it, ER, right? And my response was, and I said, yeah, I get it. I can understand that. That's what I said after he said it. And then I reply, I don't give a damn how many N words. I said, I don't give a damn if you call me 1,000 N words. I say the word ER on it. I know who I am. It's not gonna bother me, is what I said. And he, oh, don't say that. Don't say that word. Don't say that word. If I hear her say it, it almost makes me choke. I said, well, you just said it and you didn't choke. He said, well, and it got quiet, so quiet that you could hear a church house mouse piss on cotton. And so the message is, like my best friend always say, you're not going to piss on my head and tell me that it's raining. People need to be put in their place. My boundaries after dealing with these narcissists and, transforming and overcoming my boundaries, the message is set your boundaries and keep them set. Don't allow nobody to tell you anything or try to mislead you in any kind of way, or try to, do one thing and tell you they're doing another. Keep your boundaries set. Do not let anything slide in this season. Make no peace with evil, is what the Bible says. This man done already showed me his hand. I don't conversate with him. I let him talk. I let him say whatever. And the second message is, the quieter you are, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, especially those who are attached to me, because we are on the same wavelength right now, the quieter you are, the more people will reveal themselves. See, when I was telling all my business and telling people all of this stuff, like telling them all my secrets and just being open and just being honest and just being out there, just blah, 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 not keeping nothing to myself, I really couldn't hear other people. I really couldn't hear the hearts of man. I really couldn't hear the intent of other people. I really couldn't hear the morals and the character of a person. And so now that I've become more silent and I'm very discerning about the things that I say and who I say things to, I can hear so much better. I can discern people so much better. And I'm not going for anything else. My boundaries and my standards are set. If you don't like it, I don't care. It is what it is. We've spent too much time allowing people to push our boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like see how far they can get. You know, you do too much, then we forgive them, and then we bring them back in. We've spent too much time lowering our standards. That's out. That is out. Ooh, I wish I can give y'all some. Not my germs, but. And the honey, it's got to be Nate's. Because they got two different honeys up there. But it's this Nate's raw, organic, unfiltered honey that just slaps so hard. So, they can thank these narcissists. You're not getting away with nothing. And then tonight we was watching a game show, and it was a black lady with like a country accent. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, she sounds like she's very dumb. She sounds like she's very dumb, but we'll just see, you know, how well she do when her turn comes up. I don't think she is. I think that's just her accent and the way she sounds. You know what I mean? I said, actually, I do not. It got so quiet and so awkward. Then he started trying to make little small talk. No, baby, I don't have anything to say to you. We're not going to have small talk. We're going to talk about what we need to talk about. And I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm not. I'm not going to say anything. And so that's what I wanted to share. Don't let people get away with nothing. Don't let people slide on nothing. Don't let nobody piss on your head and tell you that it's raining. I love y'all so much. To God be the glory. I pray that you are preparing for what's to come for you. I pray that you get excited in the midst of all of this drama and mess, because ain't nobody but the enemy trying to rear his little ugly head and trying to keep you distracted from the beautiful things that are in store for you. Be at peace about what God is doing. Let him take the wheel. Let him have it, and learn how to surrender even more. We are still Isaiah 25 for the rest of 25. And until the next time, inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you today.